1080. And now, here are your hosts for tonight's program, Neil Pearlberg and Terry Campion.
And good evening and welcome to the Off the Dip Radio Show, broadcasting from
Santa Cruz, California.
Full house tonight.
Packed.
The president is in the house. Lorna
great.
Campion, TC's better half in the house, making sure that you're behaving yourself.
Been a while since she's been here.
I was just thinking, but it's been a
Yeah.
long time since she's been in the studio.
She's out and about.
Fresh off the yoga mat, I think.
Yes.
Gave up yoga to come down here tonight. Listen to this sparkling Off the Dip Radio Show, where tonight we are talking about the controversy of the Capitola skate park.
Dun 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 dun.
I want to know what's going on. I see half a skate park on the top of by the freeway. I see
Not a lot of work going on.
I see a lot of maps and drawings and another skate park. I want to know what's going on. I heard there's some controversy. I saw pictures online of a packed council house in Capitola. People are coming out of the doors. There's so many people.
I don't know if there's been a more crowded
Packed.
council meeting than when it comes to the skate park.
So tonight we are talking about the Capitola skate park. Whether you are for the Capitola skate park or you're against the Capitola skate park, please call in with your thoughts, ideas, solutions. 831-479-1080 is the phone number.
People are going to call. You want to know why?
Call
Skateboarding's controversial.
Two things we need to make a good radio show. You know what two things are, right?
They both start with F.
Yeah, fighting and fornication. And tonight we're going to be fighting.
Dun 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 dun.
You're listening to the Off the Dip Radio Show, where our guests tonight are Mr. Rich Novak from NHS. Do you want to introduce the lovely ladies? Come on, you can introduce the lovely ladies.
We have the moms,
Okay.
as they've been known
Okay.
in this whole controversy. Trisha Proctor's here and Marie Martorella, which is great. We just said earlier, they've revived this Capitola skate park. This is not a new controversy. This has been going on for over 35 years. And so they brought it back, saying we need a permanent skateboard feature in this town.
Okay. Because I remember that I saw pictures. I've seen pictures and talked to Don Bostic and certain other people about the skateboard race that was in Capitola, right? The downhill race.
Yeah.
So Capitola has a skateboard history.
Of course. That you know what? They're still printing that poster from the Capitola downhill. It was
Capitola Classic.
Classic, the classic, of course. Richard Novak was the one in charge of that.
That's right.
Where do we start?
Capitola Classic's a great start.
No, we're going to start right here with Trisha.
Dun,
Because
dun,
Trisha's
dun, dun.
Trisha's the one that's kind of like, you know, she's the one who's organized this. Neil, I want to come to the radio show. Neil, I want to come to the radio show. Neil, I want to come talk. Oh, I want to come on the Off the Radio Show. No, I don't want your dumb Wednesday night show.
I want this show.
I want the live streamed big show.
It worked.
Yeah, she drove me
Here
nuts.
she is.
And
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah, she nagged me to death. And here
Thank
she is.
you for having us.
What's going on?
Well, we are in the planning process. We are getting an EIR,
EIR is what?
Environmental Impact Report.
Okay,
That takes a couple weeks to process.
right.
Then the city has 45 days to review it.
Yeah, public comment.
Okay.
Public
If you're
comment.
gonna get on the camera, you gotta be in front of the microphone because no one can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
45 days to allow public comment on the EIR.
Okay.
And then the city has a period of time that they have to respond to all those comments before we can finalize it and have it certified.
Well, in
Okay.
the EIR, who do you call for an EIR? You just like Yellow Pages? Is there an EIR?
Well, I'm sure there's people who do EIR because
Yeah, there's firms.
what happened with
Firms?
what happened with the EIR? Okay, what's going on with the one on the side of the freeway that I drive by every day that they started building and now it's come to a complete stop? What's happening with that one?
Are you looking at
I
me?
mean, I am looking at you.
We have nothing to do with that.
We have
have
nothing,
nothing to do with
to
it?
do with that
Nothing to do with
What's,
McGregor project.
what's that one?
That is a city
A couple of gnomes
project.
came along and built that thing. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with us. Our focus is the skate park at Monterey Avenue
Okay,
Park.
so that's their own.
Well-
McGregor is the city.
okay.
Just to get you up to speed on that, to answer your question, Neil,
right.
they found some stuff in the soil that I believe has stopped that project.
Okay. All right.
And that project, just to catch us up, and I'm sure that some people listening might disagree. That is a temporary skate park.
Okay.
That the city, it's kind of a Band-Aid of sorts. That land is for sale.
Okay.
The city would love to see a hotel on that land. So as far like I'm obviously for this park that the ladies and Richard are here to talk about because it is a permanent park.
Okay.
And so if I had a lot of money, I could go build a hotel in that park and it'd be gone tomorrow.
Right. Can you ask a question? What's he doing here?
Richard,
Mr. Novak doing here?
That's
what I want. I mean, I know nothing about this whole thing. What's
these girls have talked him into paying for this skate park.
The moms.
Yeah, the moms. Sorry, yeah, the moms somehow wrangled hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So this is not costing anybody. It's not costing the public a penny.
As far as I know, right? No money.
No, absolutely not. We are paying for every report, all of the design.
It's a
ladies,
privately financed.
moms,
Okay,
I have
so-
a question. How
Okay,
many
hang
times?
Hang on a second. Hang on a
This
second. Hang on a
is a
second.
gift.
One second. It's very important. Say that again,
It's
please.
a privately financed park.
Okay.
But how often does that happen? Do we have a number of skate parks that have been privately financed in this country?
Oh, this county?
Or how about
Probably none?
None in this. But to me, that's so rare to hear that. Now, Richard, besides them wrangling the money out of this, is there another reason that you really want to see this happen?
Well, somebody's saying that I'm going to make a whole bunch of money off it by charging admission.
What?
Oh, is that so? Some of these people that are against this park are saying that you're using it as
kind of a joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
It's a public park that's wide open. You
Right.
You can't collect fees.
But is this something that you've thought about doing? I mean, I know we've been involved in park, but you're actually financing this. Is that something you've thought about for a while?
This all started with Mick Ruth and I about 35 years ago. I don't know the exact date. When let's go back to the Capitola Classic. The city was going to put a skateboard contest on. The person that was going to put it on bailed on it. So they came to me the couple nights before the contest and they said, would you put this Capitola contest on? So we turned that contest into one of the biggest international skate contests in the world. And the beauty of it is we went on at 8 and we were out of there by 1 every day. The one day that we did it. I think the largest purse was about $20,000 or $30,000. Limited members. So right after that, Mick Roth came up and asked me, said, the city wants to do a skate park. Would you support a skate park? So they put our pictures in the newspaper and said there's going to be a skate park in Capitola. And that one never happened. It was one of those things that they put on a to-do list that it's on the next to-do list, it's on the next to-do list. So I think, going fast forward to today, Tricia and Marie got me into, I wanted to do a 10 or 12,000 square foot skate park because that's kind of a fun park for kids. And we took a shot at it a couple of years ago and it didn't work and we came up with about 6,000. So we reignited the 6,000 square foot park and tried to bring it to reality. It's just something to do. I've been very, skating's been very good to me. And, like the Tony Hawk Foundation, I know all the guys in there and they're helping the girls out. Almost everybody in the skate world, I can make a phone call. The guys that are designing the park Dreamland, they're helping us out by doing all the work for, a lot less than it would normally cost. So this is a skate effort. This is a whole skate effort.
TC, you're in a skate shop. How many skate parks are in Santa Cruz? We got Feltz. You got Felt.
Oh,
you got
there's
Darby,
Jose.
You got
There's
Scotts Valley, right?
There's
Jose.
the Mike Fox Park. There's Scotts Valley. There's a few parks around, but it's interesting because skaters usually go to a spot, a park. It's not. They don't stay there all day.
Right.
Like if you have time to go skateboarding, you'll go to 2 or 3 parks. So you can create like a tour of parks, which is cool. But it's 6,000 square feet is a very small park.
Yeah.
That's not a big park. That's like a plaza.
Well, it's for little guys.
Yeah, because the big park like Scotts.
How's the big one up here at Felt? How big is that one?
That's about the same size.
So it's pretty small.
Scotts Valley is I think 25,000 square feet.
Right.
So that's and that's a good sized park.
I want to invite those who are opposed to the skate park. I'm going to invite them again and keep inviting them throughout the show.
Yeah,
Call in.
Mm-hmm.
831-479-1080 is the phone number again. 831-479-1080. If you are against the skate park being built in Capitola, please call in because
the
we want to make
the motto. Listen and be heard.
That's right. Listen and be heard. KSCO. So, Tricia, has this been approved, or are we still a little behind the 8 ball, or what's?
Well, City Council
Okay, where
approved
are we
it to
at?
move ahead through the planning process, which
Okay.
we're doing.
Okay.
Over and over again, Marie and I have been blamed for not going through the process, but we are going through the process. Then we have to, once that process is done, we go through to planning.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully we get their approval, and then we can move ahead. Once this skate park is approved, Dreamland will come in 8 weeks, start to finish,
To build it.
to build it.
Okay. And where?
In and out
Where is this skate park being proposed to be built
at Monterey Avenue Park.
Which is behind New Brighton.
It's right near New Brighton Middle School.
Okay.
It's in an established park already.
Okay.
They have a baseball diamond there. They have
Right.
like a running track.
Right. It's a nice park.
Yeah, it's active. People are using it. It is an active park.
And the New Brighton principal, the school principal, is a fan of having the. Does he want the park built? Being
Thinks
there?
it's a wonderful idea.
Why?
Well, the first off, it's the number one activity at New Brighton Middle School is skateboarding. More kids skate there than just about any other activity. And so Craig Broadhurst, the principal, and not to sidebar what we're doing, I've been donating skateboards to New Brighton Middle School for kids who improve on their report card.
Right.
And it's been very effective. And now that there's an opportunity, we're trying to start some intramural skateboarding activity where clubs could compete amongst other school clubs.
Cool.
And
So club sport.
Club sport,
Right.
yeah. And what's great about having this facility is, the kids in this club have a place where they can go right after school and
Right.
train for this.
Right.
And Craig sees a great opportunity to get kids active because skateboarders aren't your team sport human.
Right.
Every kid is different, and they're involved in different activities, and families can't afford team sports.
Well, one thing that comes to mind when I hear you say that, TC, is when I first met you, donkeys years ago, you said to me, and I don't forget this, you said, Neil, with kids in this town are born with a skateboard under one arm and a surfboard under the other. So
I should
let's
trademark that,
Let's
huh?
let them surf and let's let them skate. This portion of the show has been brought to you by Mavericks Paddle Sports. Mr. Jeff Clark sponsoring the show. It's an all-inclusive paddleboard shop providing lessons, rentals, SGP gear, merchandise suited for the Northern California's changing conditions. Mavericks Paddle Sports is on the beach inside Pillar Point Harbor, just north of Half Moon Bay proper. The shop offers easy access to the calm waters of the protected harbor while serving as the gateway to Mavs.
Yeah, great spot to paddle.
Great place,
That-
great place
that
to paddle.
bay is
there's-
great.
That little harbor area, great spot to go paddle.
Jeff's quite the entrepreneur up there, isn't he?
He's got that place cornered.
Yeah, I say so.
Check them out by visiting the shop at 214 Princeton Avenue in Half Moon Bay. Let their awesome staff get you hooked on paddleboarding. You can check them out on Facebook at Mavericks Paddle Sports, or you can give them a call at 650-563-2451. This is Neil here, TC, my co-host, with a crowd of people here talking about the Capitola skate park. Is it going to happen? We'll find out.
This is Numa and Isaac from Aloha Island Grill. Well, summer's right around the corner here in Santa Cruz, and that means one thing. It's time to come get your grind on at the Aloha Island Grill.
Come over to Aloha Island Grill and eat some food.
We're located on the corner of Portola and 17th Avenue, and we've got a beautiful lanai for you to come sit out on. We've got a fine assortment of plate lunch, fresh ahi poke, and other wonderful treats for you to enjoy.
My favorite food at Aloha Island Grill is Kalua Pig.
We've got ice cold beer and wine for those hot summer days, and try some of our homemade POG, passion orange guava juice. It's delicious. For to-go orders, give us a call at 479-3299. Find us on the web at alohaislandgrill.com or come on down to 1700 Portola Drive. Aloha Island Grill is a proud member of Think Local First.
Hey, it's Julie from Toyota and Sign of Santa Cruz. I want to introduce you to our new slogan. Why drive over the hill when the big store is right next door? The all-new Toyota of Santa Cruz. You have to come check out this dealership. It is amazing. 50,000 square feet of state-of-the-art service and sales. Over 500 new, used, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. And our number one commitment is to save you time and money. And you know what else we're proud of? Our customer service. And that's why you guys keep coming back. We take care of our customers. So get down there, check out the dealership, buy a car or a truck, make me happy, and have a great day.
Hey, this is Jimbo Phillips, Santa Cruz artist. I'm here with my son Colby to tell you about our stickers.
Stickers!
Yeah, they're for sale at Santa Cruz Boardroom
The boardroom!
and made in Santa Cruz on the wharf and at jimbophillips.com.
Right, Colby? Yeah!
So get some and stick 'em.
Stick 'em! Yeah!
Stick 'em everywhere. Skateboard, surfboard, on your car, and have fun, kids.
And we are back with another, I think it's the 122nd episode of the Off the Lip Radio Show. Woo! Broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. We are on Instagram. Check us out there. You can message me on Facebook, Off the Lip Radio Show Facebook. We are currently live streaming due to Chad, who's got the damn thing going
Yeah, Chad.
on SantaCruzWaves.com, and get ready for the future of...
You can watch it on YouTube.
You can watch it on YouTube.
Yep.
Pretty soon my videos are coming out on the SantaCruzWaves.com.
Oh boy.
Did you see the picture of me roller skating
I heard you were
On the
roller skating out in the lineup.
on the paddleboard?
Yep.
Yeah. But there's more to come where that comes from.
You hang 4 wheels or something on that? What did you?
I did a
you
cutback
get some
on rollerblades.
some wheels over
a
the tip?
cutback. Big, huge cutback off the lip.
Wow. Don't you sink wearing those things?
I wore a life jacket because I was sinking.
I bet.
You know this is the turn. You know whose turn it is right now?
I'm ready.
Felix.
Oh.
Send dollar.
I'm wearing his hat right now,
Oh, you
Felix.
got his hat on.
I do, look at
Sport
that.
the hat on TV
Uh-huh. I got Felix's hat on.
for free.
Yep. Free advertising, Felix.
If you want your surfboard fixed, if your board is dinged, cracked,
Gashed.
whacked, gashed,
I love gashed.
jacked,
Buckled.
buckled's good, broken in half.
Oh, he doesn't like those. He usually tells you to dump it.
Go see Sandola Surfboard Repair, Felix 722-4060. Here is support of the show since the very beginning. We love Felix. You can drop your board off at O'Neill. You can drop your board off at Freeline.
And he will repair it.
He will pick it up and repair it
Pronto.
I
Yeah.
can't believe we're still saying that.
I know.
So corny.
You know what's great about Felix? I was thinking this the other day is that every time I see him, he's always smiling. He's been doing
Except-
Ding and Repair for like how many years now?
Gajillion.
20?
Yeah.
However long. It's been a long time. He still is smiling every time I see him.
He's one smile mofo.
Yep.
By the way, we're giving away free coffee pretty soon. Get your phones ready. You know what else you should be ready? The people who are opposing Capitola Skate Park should be calling in right now, because I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm curious about
831-479-1080. Wait a minute, 831-479
1080.
is the phone number. You remember what
Yeah.
what it was?
I wonder why. I mean,
I want to know one thing.
you know what I wonder? Seriously,
What do you
just to
wonder? I'm
change
wondering.
it?
You wondering? I'm
Okay,
wondering. We're
here's
wondering.
my wondering. If
We're
you're really,
wondering.
if you're really scared, because I know noise is a big complaint, they should be complaining about the 500 jets that are flying over my house every day.
Oh yeah, they moved the jet. They
Yeah,
moved
right
the-
over the skate park.
That's right. What's going on with the neighbors, please? I want to know what's going on. There's got to be neighbors, skate park and neighbors. There's got to be people there. What's going on with that?
Okay.
Here we go. Trisha Martorell. We're going to Trisha Proctor. We're going to talk about. Excuse me,
That's
get
okay.
names mixed up here. So so many people in the studio tonight.
Well, they both have this. They
I
changed,
love
they
the
changed
Martorell.
names.
Trisha, what the
Yeah.
hell is going on with the neighbors? Please just tell me.
Here's the deal.
I wanna
There
know the
is
deal.
a very small group of neighbors that oppose it.
Okay.
Okay. There's been about 7 neighbors with a spouse, so you got 14.
Okay.
They complain of noise. They complain of traffic. They complain of that we're killing birds. I mean, they're just not consistent. One week it's noise. The next week it's literally one lady brought in a dead bird to a public scope meeting.
She brought a dead bird?
She did, and she was petting the dead bird and
Wow.
said that
That's
we
kinda weird.
are now killing birds.
That's a little bit weird.
Yeah, very. Anyhow, we have so much neighborhood support up there.
Okay.
We have hundreds of support. We actually have people that have signed both petitions.
Okay.
And then we've had private messages from those people that are on the opposers petition
Okay.
saying, we've been bullied into signing this petition. We do support you. We just have to keep quiet, but we do support the project. We just, lack of a better word, they're afraid of the angry few.
Is that evidence you bring forward to the council?
Oh
You can show
yeah.
that to
Oh
them?
yeah, absolutely. We've shared that with them. And even council said, you know what? They're right. We see signatures on both.
Okay.
That to me means that someone is neutral. They're either way. They don't care if it's there, but they signed both petitions just to remain neutral.
Rich, have you been to one of the council meetings yet?
Yeah.
You have?
I went to a couple of them. No, one of them for sure.
Really?
Yeah. It's
You carry some clout. I mean, what are you in the back row kind of kicking it?
No, I spoke.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but
yeah.
It's really hard for me to listen to a lot of this stuff because I went to that school when it was first built. I was the first
at New Brighton
kids to go to what was called Capitola Elementary School.
Right.
And my grandfather used to land his airplane at the airport that was there before the houses were there. And so it's really tough to go up there and listen to these people moan. And what gets me is you're sandwiching a skate park in between a soccer field and a baseball diamond with a elementary school around it and two churches on the other side of the street.
Right.
So you could say that I bought this house next to an airport and I want to quit. I want the airport to go away.
Right.
You know, it just, a lot of it doesn't make sense, and a lot of the arguments don't make sense because we know that they're not that real. We've been around skating and skate parks our whole life, and all of the charges have pretty much been proven false.
Well, they're unfounded.
Doesn't it?
Unfounded.
I mean, if I owned a house there, I would think it would improve my property value to have a skate park there. I would think.
If I had kids who skateboard, I'd want to buy that house for sure.
Right, it's a family town.
Yeah. Well, you
right?
know, it's the thing is
it's a small kind of community, bedroom community, and people buying houses in the town have kids.
In the last decade, the actual families that have moved in that neighborhood has increased. Okay.
Yep.
10 years ago, it was maybe,
retirement
retired.
community.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
But now,
right.
And the amount of families that have moved into the neighborhood, they're raising their families there. They've purchased their parents' home.
Right. It's changed. Hang on a second. We've got Liz from Capitola on the phone. Liz, good evening and welcome to the Author Radio Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Well, I live in Monterey Bay in Cliffwood Heights, right 2 blocks away on Magellan, and we have 19 kids that live on my street. And a few years ago, it wasn't that way, and I grew up in this neighborhood. And I remember when that piece of property that's the park at Monterey Bay or Monterey Avenue was just a big empty field. And I went around and did petitions, and we had over 200 people in the neighborhood sign in support of the skate park.
Okay.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So it's a very popular idea in our neighborhood. We're super excited about it, and we have a very small percentage of people that aren't excited about it.
Do you think it's going to get built?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think that there's a lot of people that are interested, a lot of families, a lot of dads and moms want to play on it with their kids. It's a very family-oriented park, and I think the naysayers that are right across the street or butt up right against it, they have this sort of weird stereotype about skateboarders that's just not true.
Cool.
And their whole thing about noise and that we're not following the procedures and all this. I mean, this has been going on for years. They've been trying to put this in for years, and they've listened to the neighbors and changed the size of the skate park and got out and talked to everybody and said, this is what we're doing, this is what we're interested in, come and talk to us. And Trish and Marie have had 2 community meetings. I mean, it's just, there's been plenty of time for people to voice their concerns.
Okay.
So I think it's a big positive for our community.
Wonderful. Thank you for calling. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Liz.
Beautiful.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Liz.
Okay, have a good evening.
Okay,
You too.
hands up in the audience. If you're driving over Highway 17, hands up. Who likes coffee? Anybody who likes coffee in the studio? Who drinks coffee?
Every day.
People's Coffee in Live Oak is serving, hands down, the best coffee in town. Is giving away free coffee
I love it.
on the Off the Lip Radio Show.
Can I call in?
It's free. That'll be Freeee.
I'm calling in.
Okay, all you got to do is be the 4th caller to dial 479-1080, and you get a gift certificate for $20. That's like 3 or 4 lattes.
That's coffee every day for a week.
People's Coffee in Live Oak, serving the hands down the best coffee in town. Go see him. Call in 479-1080. Gift certificate for 20 schmackaroos. 4 lattes, TC. Would you go with the whipped cream? What are you doing with the whipped cream?
I'm off the whipped cream. I am.
How's the diet program?
Great.
How are we looking?
Yeah, hot Pilates
I
last
don't know.
night, buddy.
You went to Hot Place last night?
Yes, I did.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Great. I'm training for an 80-lap race in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, out the track. Mm-hmm. Second place this week.
I got second, yeah. But
Very
no,
well
2
done.
weeks we got an 80-lapper.
80-lapper.
On a dirt track?
Yeah.
That's
Drink plenty of coffee and suck down some water.
That's my plan.
You'll be fine. Have you said, has Rich been in the car yet?
No.
No,
He's not interested.
I got a problem with my right foot.
What's going on with your right foot?
It sticks to the floor.
I've seen you drive that big van around. You don't do more than 35. I've been
That's
behind
right.
you going down Monterey Avenue. You go, God, Rich, would you hurry up?
He's following the
Well,
speed limit.
the left leg has a titanium rod because the right foot wouldn't get off the throttle.
We are here tonight with the Off the Net Radio Show talking about the Capitola Skate Park. I want to invite those who are opposed to the Capitola Skate Park to call in 831-479-1080. If you don't think it's a good idea to have a beautiful skate park for the kids here to play and have a good time. Okay. In studio right now we have... Are you standing or sitting?
I'm sitting.
It's about the same height.
Okay, what's your name?
Jason.
What's your last name?
Ardarella.
Okay, this could be a little biased right here. So, skate park, what do you think? What do you skate right now in What do you skate right now?
Like,
Where?
I skate in my driveway. We have a little skate ramp out there. It's fun.
Is it? Would you like a skate park?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Yeah, good question. Why would you like a skate park? Why is the ramp? Is the ramp kind of? Would you go there with your friends?
Yeah.
Would you behave?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
10.
When's your birthday?
May 11th.
Good. I have to get you a present for a while. That's good. I was gonna get you a new skateboard, but that won't be for another 10 months.
He's got plenty of those.
He's got plenty of those. So, which skate park do you like? What's your favorite skate park here in town?
I like the Scotts Valley Skate Park.
Okay.
It's fun there.
You'd like to go there?
Yeah.
Do you behave when you go to the skate park? Do you just go to are you mischievous or do you just go to skate?
I just go to skate.
And with your buddies?
Yeah.
Gets you out of the house, doesn't it?
Yeah, I get bored in the house, so I just go skate.
You get bored in your house, your mom doesn't entertain you?
No, she's always working.
Oh, that's right. Well, Rich, give her a day off, Rich, for crying out loud.
Doesn't work for me.
Oh, she doesn't work for you? Okay. Okay, Grum, hit the road. You're out of here. Okay, Trisha.
Trisha, I got a question for you. How the size of this park is how big?
6,000 square feet.
No, the actual park, Monterey Park, how big is it?
Oh, it's 4 acres.
It's 4 acres. And we're using 6,000 square feet of this park. What percentage of the park is that?
3% of 4 acres.
So what you're asking for is 3%.
Yes.
You know what's interesting, and this is something maybe you can agree with. A skate park sounds like a great idea during a drought. Is there any maintenance involved with water or anything?
No. There's no maintenance. Very low maintenance. Maybe blow it out with a leaf blower.
Skaters usually sweep them themselves.
Yes, they do.
They're really good at picking up because they don't want to slip on anything in the bowl.
A lot of skaters have brooms in their car.
Exactly.
I want to ask a question about here. It's the problem of graffiti. Okay, I don't go to Derby, but I've seen pictures of Derby. Chris, our engineer, skates Derby. Right, Chris, you skate Derby? Are you there to skate, Chris? Are you there to paint graffiti on the place?
I just skate when I go there, Neil.
Right, and what do you see when you go to? Let me ask you, what do you see when you go to Derby? Is it good behavior? Is there wrongdoing going on? What's going on out there?
I'd say for the most, like 98% of the time, it's a good place to be.
Okay. And a lot of kids out there?
Yeah.
You take your how old your kid? How old's Max?
6, and he's been riding there for 2 years
He
now.
loves it, right? Good place to share your time with your kid.
Right. Barbecue.
Well,
bingo.
Neil, here's the deal, though.
Right.
Derby has graffiti for a reason.
Okay,
they allow it there.
Okay.
They actually have art classes from the high school that's right next door.
Okay, because I did hear a complaint about one of the complaints department of all the people who were opposed to the skate park. We're talking about graffiti, but I go by Felt all the time to come to the radio station. There's no graffiti there.
Absolutely
not. I went by Scotts Valley the other day. There's no graffiti there.
No.
Right?
You know what? Most policy is they'll lock the park if somebody paints it. So if you're a graffiti artist, most of those guys are taggers. So you're not going to put your name and have every skater in the community mad at you because they closed the park because you went in there and vandalized it.
Yes, spot on.
So and skateboarders will never do that. So even I know some skateboarders in this town who consider themselves artists, but they would never do that.
Right.
Because that's what you'd instantly be the one in the hot seat.
Yes.
We were just with the Meekster a minute ago.
Yes, we were.
How's he feel about Capitola Skate Park?
I showed him. I told him we were doing the show, and he had a misconception of what was actually going in there. And once I showed him, he was very excited about it. 50-year-old skateboarder, excited about it. So the neat thing about the park is it's the size is where you won't really get. It's not the smaller parks are safer.
Right.
Bottom line.
Okay.
Because you're falling less distance, and so you tend to not have as bad injuries. Some of the worst injuries in skateboarding happen at the taller heights.
You know, the Scotts Valley Park, when it first opened,
Yeah.
a bunch of kids went in and graffitied it.
Right.
And so the police went and shut the park down for like 2 weeks or a month, and nobody got to skate it. And that was the last of the graffiti.
It was one time only that park was ever closed.
We got John from Santa Cruz. Hey, John, how's it going?
That's natural, totally natural to happen. It's a skating thing, and kids do it up in Oregon, Washington, Montana. No matter where you go, a skate park's graffiti. That's part of a skate park. That's their artwork. It's their enjoyment. You know, it's their way of getting things out that they want other kids to know.
Okay.
Yes, we get gang graffiti involved with it, which is nonsense. Gangs should stay away.
Okay.
You know, and that's what skaters do, is they patrol to keep gangs out of their areas. You know,
Right.
And the graffiti is their artwork. So.
Anyway, thanks for calling, John. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Very informative right there. You just listen to the Off It Radio Show on KSCO. We are talking to those of you who are in studio tonight for the Capitola Skate Park. We invite those who are opposed to the Capitola Skate Park to call in 831-479-1080. This is Neil. My dear friend TC, my co-host. We'll be right back because it's a very short break. Don't skate away.
When I turn up, can you hear that?
We are back. Are we back? Chris, are we back? What happened? We got computer froze again? Ah, we got the frozen. You know what? The KSCO frozen computer problem.
Well, you know what it is?
That. What?
It's so hot today. Maybe it overheated.
Beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Nice day to go skateboarding in Capitola.
You know, while we can change the subject, how about the color of the ocean right now?
It looks like, you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of?
Mm-hmm.
The Lake Queenstown in the South Island, New Zealand. That's what it reminded me of. Turquoise.
It looks like we were in the
Absolutely
Caribbean
beautiful.
or something.
We're here tonight with Mr. Rich Novak. Trisha and Maria are also in house tonight talking about the Capitola Skate Park. You know, Capitola, skating is banned in Capitola, right? You can't ride your skateboard through Capitola.
In the village, right.
Right.
Yeah,
So how most of these kids are using skateboards, not just, yes, for enjoyment, but also for transportation.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, the basis of the skate industry, I've always thought, was transportation.
Okay.
It was something you could skate along, jump on a bus, take your skateboard with you, go somewhere, jump off, take off. And ever since we started this thing, that's been kind of the thinking of NHS. All the other stuff is just, you know, ingredients, added ingredients to the sport. It gives you the materials to market with.
Okay.
I got an interesting story about Capitola Elementary School.
Okay.
Seeing that I was the perfect student at Capitola.
You were just imagine you were just a.
So the penalty was, when you got in trouble, was to go pick up rocks out of what is now the baseball and soccer field. They had these big rocks in there, so that was the penalty. You had to go out there for an hour and pick up these rocks. Of course, I had a lot of experience picking up rocks because I was such the perfect student. But
so you actually cleared the ground where the skate park's going to go.
The ground where well, me and my friend.
Excavation by Mr. Novak.
That's amazing. You know, and I heard, and Tricia, maybe you can help me with this, that they've actually stopped watering the grass where the park is going to be located.
Yes, that's correct. If you go there now, it's brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know. They don't water that mound at all. And mind you, it's just a mound. It's less than 3%.
Okay.
Right. And one other quick question, too, is I know nearby there's a caretaker for the school that lives in a trailer.
Yes.
That's an unpermitted trailer or something there.
Yeah, I believe, I don't know the whole story behind that, but he is technically the school's caretaker. I don't know how he purchased his home. He put it there. And he actually has been our biggest thorn because he doesn't want to hear the noise from the skate park. He's mobile.
So if they complain, they say that the nearest house is 70 feet. But in actuality, the nearest house is what, 230 feet?
Well, it depends on which way you go, but
What's
if you're the back fence line, it's 110 feet to the
110
fence
feet.
line.
Not the house, but the property line.
The property line.
And so they're saying
So
that the
if you're-
trailer's
yeah.
the closest house.
And
Correct.
the trailer's on school property. The person in the trailer is a caretaker. And my understanding is he pays a fee every month to live in that trailer, but yet he's classified as a caretaker. So he's an employee of the school, if that's the way I interpret the, the explanation for it. So I think you just kind of have to rub him off the...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, he's a caretaker. That's what he's there to do.
Right.
You know, the skate park's not going to be open in the evenings.
And is there a council member that lives right by there too?
There's one across the street, but he's actually exempt. He can't. We just heard that he cannot, even though he was at the council meeting in February. We were just told that a new law that just came through, he's exempt. He cannot participate. He's not even supposed to discuss any of this with his
Because one
neighbors.
night I was at a council meeting and he said that the city attorney said he could at that time.
Exactly, but that has now changed since June.
Okay, what hurdles do you have left? What are they?
Well, we got to get through the CIR.
Okay.
We got to see what the impact is going to be.
Okay.
And then after that,
You're paying for that impact.
oh,
right?
absolutely,
No-
Richard. Yes, privately funded EIR.
Okay.
We're paying for everything.
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 They made it sound like at the meeting that it was kind of like you're building a house. They were the way the permit process was. Is that similar to what's going on?
Yes. When we built our home, we had to go through all of these same exact hurdles.
Okay. Who are you? Get your phone microphone over there. Who are you?
Michaela Martorella,
Okay. How old are you?
16.
Do you skate?
Yes.
What school do you go to?
SoCal High.
Where do you skate right now?
The half pipe in my driveway.
Nice. What would be the benefit to you for a skate park in Capitola?
Be cool.
Would you take care of it?
Yes.
Like it's your own baby?
Yes.
Would you clean it up if they asked you to clean it up?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Would you paint graffiti on there?
No.
You take care of it for sure?
You rolled your eyes on that
Yes.
last
I know.
statement,
We're waiting,
Michaela.
huh? So who do you skate with right now? You have a little group of people, group of kids, group of friends?
My brother and cousins.
Okay, so your brother and cousins would take care of that place and keep it like new, right?
Yes.
Okay, because there's a lot of effort going into the people that are putting a lot of time and effort into that place, and it needs to be sparkling 20 years from now. Do you think you can, carry on your family's legacy and keep that place nice and clean and spotless?
Yes.
Okay. You got it's on the air right now. It's recorded.
I know.
So 10 years from now, your mom can come back and go,
Yeah.
remember that?
So if we see Michaela spray painted in there, we'll know.
Okay. Hit the road.
Yay.
Trisha, what's the realistic timeline for this park? If we were, or maybe optimistic timeline for it?
Well, we just asked that. So once we get through the EIR, we go through the 45-day public review for comments. We get on to planning, maybe say late fall, early winter. Once it goes through and we can get on Dreamland's schedule, like I said, it's 8 weeks start to finish.
When
Okay.
they're here. And so far, any hurdles? Have there been anything coming up that maybe could?
No, not one thing.
Not one thing so far.
And, working with the Tony Hawk Foundation, too, I mean, they've done this over and over again. So really, we're just we're just following their lead.
What does the Tony Hawk Foundation do for you?
They are advising us. They have built skate parks.
Advising you to...
This is the process you need to do. You need to
Okay.
do these reports.
Okay.
They go to all the communities and donate their time and
Right.
money.
Right.
And then they use their foundation as a transient for any money that comes through
Okay.
to build skate parks.
Okay.
So they have the procedure pretty wild. And Mickey Vukovic is the representative for the Tony Hawk Foundation. He's been up here a couple times to advise the girls on how to operate and what they have to do and what they expect.
What piece of advice did he give you that you're like, oh my God, that's really helpful?
Well, one of the really key points to understand is that we're not fundamentally changing the use of what's currently there, which is the park. We're adding a feature to an existing park. It's like we're coming in to, tear down 50 homes to put in a shopping mall
Right.
or something that fundamentally changes what is there now.
Right.
So that's a huge plus
You're adding,
for us.
you're
Absolutely.
adding to the enjoyment of the kids who are there today.
Yep.
And a lot of times, I drive by there. I drive by there. I'm a soccer fan. I don't see kids out there playing soccer. Baseball happens once. They play baseball out there once in a while. Most of the time, that place there's no one there. So
Well, and that's
when I grew up playing soccer. We played soccer morning, noon, and night. But the kids aren't playing soccer on the fields anymore. This is organized.
Wasn't there a report? Actually, the park did get used quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Did it?
The park is used
Okay.
the park is actually used every day.
Okay.
There's varying reports on the number of people and the activities that are going on there, but there is definitely something going on there most every day.
Okay.
You know, Neil, most people work during the day. I know that you kind of drive around during the day.
Yeah, behind you.
Good point. Good point, Mr. Novak.
Behind you doing 22 miles an hour. God.
I wish I had Neil's life. Let me tell you.
Well, and I
Was
think
that a dig?
Not at all.
Oh, it's like the life of a movie star. You know, you're the life of a radio star.
My employees today said that you were surfing with 2 6-foot-tall girls.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Well, no, it is true because they're here in the studio.
That's a tough day at work there, Neil.
Yeah, some guys have it really rough.
You know, we gotta go to commercial right now. You know that? You are listening to the 6-foot-tall girl radio show on KSCO.
They're from the Short family.
They're from the Short family. But let me tell you who we got coming. I'm gonna talk about the shows we have coming up really quickly. We normally do it at the very end.
I'm
we
ready.
got Kirk Rademacher. You know Rademacher. You know who he is?
I'm ready.
He's the world's foremost sandcastle artist in the world.
I've seen photos of amazing art.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
The world's foremost.
He must have a really busy day schedule too.
Building his sandcastles. Guess what else is coming up? You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for this? Mm-hmm. Point Break Live 3.
Can't wait. That's my favorite.
Point Break Live. Surfers. Vince Collier's booked.
Can't wait.
Ryan Buell booked.
Oh gosh.
And we got to get a couple more.
All right. Vince Collier on Point Break Live. You can't miss that show.
No. Point Break Live.
Right.
And ready for this?
I'm ready.
August 25th. I'm going to announce it right now.
August 25th. Is this breaking news?
Breaking news.
Okay, I'm ready.
August 25th. Breaking news. On the show, live in studio, Mr. Brian Stowe.
Dun, 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 dun. That's amazing breaking news. Are we on the AP or something? We should get that
young
out.
man was put in a coma by Los Angeles Dodgers fans who beat the crap out of him. And he's making a slow, ever so slow recovery. Is going to be here in studio August 25th on the Author Radio Show.
And now, I don't recall seeing a lot of Brian Stowe interviews.
I've been looking at him on YouTube, so you can see when he first, the beginning to a couple weeks ago, he threw the pitch out. He threw the first pitch out there at the San Jose Giants game, and his speech has definitely improved. So
can't wait. That's going to be a great show. When is that?
August 25th. This is
Brian
Neil
Stowe.
CC with the Author Radio Show on KSCO. Where we ask you to listen and be heard and surf with 6-foot-tall people. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Tim Loslot, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. I want to welcome all golfers throughout Santa Cruz County to join us for our 2015 Firecracker Sale, July 1st through July 5th. And don't forget to sign up for the 2015 Santa Cruz City Amateur. The dates for the City Amateur this year are Saturday, August 8th and Sunday, August 9th. Don't forget to secure your entry to get into this prestigious event. Lastly, don't hesitate to visit the De La Viega Disc Golf Shop, located right behind De La Viega Golf Course on Upper Park Road. You can always find us at delaviegagolf.com.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Pono Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Khalil?
The chicken fingers.
Located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO or check us out on the web at ponohawaiiangrill.com. We put the ono in Pono.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. My wife Diane and I are experienced realtors who know and live at the beach, and we've been bringing the coast home to you since 1982. We'd love to help you sell or buy your slice of paradise here on the Santa Cruz coast. Please give the beach guy a call at 831-818-7064 or give Mrs. Beach Guy a call at 831-818-5939. Also, please drop into our website at lifesabeach.com and check out our available coastal properties. Remember, no one knows the turf. Near the surf, better. Come see our newest listing this weekend from 1 to 4 p.m. at 423 37th Avenue at Breakers Beach in Pleasure Point, Santa Cruz, California. Cowabunga.
Stay warm in the fog, comfortable in the sun, and ready for your surf session with Ventana Surfboards and Supplies, environmentally responsible apparel and surf supplies. Ventana's super soft shirts and hoodies made from recycled plastic and organic cotton, natural surf wax formulated for Santa Cruz's cold water, unique wooden surf supplies, and more are loved by adventurers everywhere. For the largest Ventana selection, visit New Leaf Community Market Capitola on 41st Avenue and Burdell's on Pacific Avenue in downtown Santa Cruz. Ventana Surfboards and Supplies. Craftsmanship, responsibility, adventure.
And we are back with the Off the Lip radio show, the world's only show dedicated to surfing and skateboarding here tonight, talking about the Capitola Skate Park. Before we go cracking further on, I want to make this announcement. The Pleasure Point Knife Fighters presents a fundraiser for the families of Hayden Jilka and Ramey White. The Kuklan Classic Surf Contest, July 25th, from 7 to 4 p.m. at Pleasure Point. Foam boards only. Apparently I'm signed up. Part of the Nerf Herders team. Check out more details at Freeline Surf Shop. Should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was looking over Facebook, and there was a group that were anti
Correct.
Capitola Skate Park. Boy, their members, they're on fire right there. They got 4 likes.
Yeah.
4 followers?
Yes.
4.
Friends of Monterey Park. They
That's
have
right.
4 followers.
4.
And I think, actually, just to play devil's advocate, I think our Facebook page, locals for the Capitola Skate Park, we're up to like 780 or so.
You know, I try to remain Switzerland throughout this whole thing right here. It's kind of hard.
It
You
is hard.
You know, it's kind of hard because I can't see too many disadvantages to having a place for kids to go skateboard.
You know, personally, this is my take on it. I live at a Capitola skate park. My fence, if it fell over, would land in Jade Street Park.
Right.
I have the same exact experience the people who oppose this park have. I live next to a park. I like hearing people have fun.
But TC, I heard that you were filmed, right? I heard that they filmed you saying.
Is that really
I
true,
heard
by the
that
way?
you
Well,
were
here's
filmed.
the deal. So at the last street fair, the Pleasure Point Street Fair,
Yeah,
the
which
Friends
was a
of-
noisy event in itself. You
Oh
had
my
bands.
gosh,
There had 2 bands.
A
They
skate
had-
contest
they
that's
had-
amplified.
And they had beer. They had a beer thing. The Suda was open. It was
Yeah.
a festival,
Yeah.
loud festival.
Yeah, it was
So
great.
they posted a video,
Right.
basically, the Friends of Monterey Park, and they said, see, here's an example of what the skate park's going to be like. Again, these are wooden ramps. It's at a street fair. There's bands. There's restaurants. There's, I don't know how many
Right.
people.
Right.
Hundreds of
Well,
people.
it's so ridiculous. Imagine a 55-gallon drum hit full of concrete and you hit it with a stick. Imagine a 55-gallon drum empty and you hit it with a stick. That's a wood skateboard ramp.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the point being is that the only thing you hear is TC's voice.
Me on a megaphone.
So he's
Well,
actually
that's annoying.
louder than a skate park.
Yeah,
I'm
very-
annoying on
As
a
long as
You
you
may
know
have
what?
to be
All
DQ'd from the skate park.
And all he cannot do is sing. If he sings, he's not going to be in a skate park.
Terrible singer.
You know who texts us every show?
Jeff Winterholder.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
He says Jeff Winterholder, a fan of the show, owner of North Bay Ford, a sponsor of the show. Come on already! It's about the damn kids.
Yeah, well said. Absolutely.
It's true. You
And
know,
he's at home right now. He's pissed.
There's a neighbor there
Is he right?
that
He's pissed.
There's a neighbor there. Get ready for this. He pulled up in front of my house, and he's incredibly unhealthy.
Who?
I'm not gonna say names. Incredibly unhealthy. And he pulled up and he goes, "I'm gonna jackhammer that park if they ever build it." And I looked at him and I said, "You'll be lucky if you're alive still when they build it."
Ouch. God, TC.
I said that to him
Gosh.
because it is about the kids. You know, it's the bottom line.
Can I just throw out that, yes, it is about the kids, and I do find it interesting that the people who do live next to a school, adjacent to a park, and are surrounded by families, apparently have so much disdain for their neighbors. These are your neighbors,
Right.
and you know it's unfortunate.
That is sad. That is. I agree. That's sad.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Freeline Surf Shop. Mr. Mel got back into town today at noon.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Peter Mel. Which
Peter Mel,
Mel? Oh.
who's completely freaked out about what happened at shark attack. So he's going to come on next week. Hopefully come on next week and talk about it, because he's freaked. Mick Fanning
I
says
feel
he's not
bad
gonna
for the shark. It got tangled up in a surf
Mick
fish.
Fanning says he's not going to surf again in the contest.
Well, that's like a whale getting tangled up in a fishing net. Come on, it's just for swimming by and got tangled up.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
It was just a little shark.
If he wanted to bite him, he would have bit him.
Freaking tiger shark.
It's just cruising around.
Well, I think Peter's at home right getting a massage right now.
Hey, those guys are all milk it for all it's worth and probably make money off it. But the bottom line is we swim with sharks, so hey, that's what's going to happen.
Freeline Surf Shop right next to Santa Cruz Boardroom. Santa Cruz's favorite surf shop? One of Santa Cruz's oldest surf shops.
Definitely the best family shop.
Yeah, John Merrill right now down in New Zealand sucking down red wine.
He is having a great
Living
vacation.
the life.
Yeah.
Living
I heard
the
he hit
life.
Fiji on the way.
I'm sure he did.
Yes, he did.
He left us Billy Hamilton.
I know.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
2 weeks of him.
Gotta love Billy Hamilton.
Social show is brought to you by Surf City Sandwich Shop at the end of Have you been to Surf City Sandwich Shop yet?
Like 5 times. It's fantastic.
Super good.
Oh, my gosh, the potato
Rich, you
chips.
been there yet?
Oh, Fig's place?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
Well, just go,
That's
in
good.
my opinion, go for the potato chips and buy a sandwich.
Took Billy last week.
He
loved
does
it.
good
Yeah.
food, though. The
Does
guy
really good
food.
Really, really good food.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone coming on the show tonight.
Studio audience on
Let's
fire.
go. I know I try to be Switzerland, but let's go Capitola Skate Park.
Good job.
Let's build the damn thing. Let the kids have some fun, for crying out loud. It's about the kids.
Hey, bottom line, skateboarding saves lives.
And it's not a crime.
Not a crime.
Not a damn crime. Next week we're going to have Kirk Rademacher. We're going to talk about sandcastle art.
We should bring some sand, and he can make something.
Right here in the front
Yes,
studio.
in the studio.
Let's plonk it right here in the studio.
Like a tile thing, just a little one. But we
little
should do
one?
that. Yeah,
Right
yeah.
here on- right here?
Right here. Yeah, we'll do it. An off-the-lip
Sand
sandcastle.
What are you going to... Okay, and we'll move the TV. The TV's going home with you, right, TC?
Yes.
The 9,000-inch TV behind you.
I'm impressed.
Going home with you. We're bringing sand.
Where does the TV go?
MZ won't know. He won't even know the difference.
MZ bought the biggest
You've been
TV.
listening to the Outfit Radio Show on KSCOSK's Listen and Be Heard, your Capitola Skate Park station. See you next week with another show. Good night.
Woo!
Your source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. AM 1080, KSCO, Santa Cruz.
I'm Bill Whitney.